Today, I put in 52 Ethereum into the Hex adoption amplifier. Yes, that is approximately $9,000. And I did it because I see Hex continually and gradually going up every single day. And I've been watching this since December 2nd of last year. Now, in the very beginning, it actually plummeted, but it reached the low and then started going up from there. So I'm going to take you back in time a little bit right now. I'm going to scroll down to the very beginning here. December 2nd, 2019, the very first day. People FOMO'd into the adoption amplifier, and there was 21,000 Ethereum collected that day. That's a staggering amount. And then the next day, it decreased by 15,000. And there was only 6,000 collected. The following day, only 2,500 collected. The next day, only 1,900, then 1,300, then 1,100. And then it got down into the 800s and 700s and 600s and so forth. And as the days went by, it got down into the 300s, and it went all the way as low as 277 Ethereum collected in one day. And that got 1.84 million per Ethereum. So that was a dang good deal on that day. If you just put in one Ethereum, it got you almost 2 million Hex. That was January 3rd, just a few months ago, the very beginning of this year. Man, oh man, I wish I would have put 52 Ethereum in on that day. Wow, but who would have known? Who would have known that was the bottom? And it started to go up from that day forward. So then it starts going up, 300s, 400s, 500s, 600s, 700s. Then we're into the thousands again. Back off a little bit and get back into the thousands again, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500. And in the past few days, it's been like 2,400-ish and slowly going up. Now 25, and then today 3,100. And that's the day that I put in 52 Ethereum. On the most expensive day out of the entire year, I put in 52 Ethereum. Wow. All I can hope is that tomorrow there will be 3,500 put in, or 4,000 the next day, and so forth and so forth. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, but all I can say is I've been watching this go up and up and up, and I decided to just go for it. I'm just taking a risk, basically, right? But we'll see what happens. So now that we've seen the adoption amplifier and the numbers and how much Ethereum was being put in each day continues to rise, I'm going to take you into another page that shows the chart of this and what it looks like. And I'll leave the link in the description below so you can check out this chart yourself. But on this platform, it started trading back in January 6th. And at that time, it was going for about 470 GUI. And then it slowly started to rise up. And then it made this parabolic advance right here. Got all the way to 2,440 GUI. And then it took a dive, flattened out, made another parabolic rise. Got up to 3,820 GUI. Flattened out a little bit, and now it's making another parabolic rise. So let's just see how far it could go up based on the previous parabolic rises. I'm going to take this measurement tool here and go from the flat area, the point at where it was flat until it broke out. And that went up 320%. on that one. Let's see what it did on this second one. From the flat area all the way to the top. That one went up 239%. All right, so I'll go with the lower number. Let's just say 200%. This third one will do. All right, let's figure that out. 200% from the bottom here of the flat. Let's go up 200%. That's going to take us to, wow, that's 10,450 GUI compared to where we're at right now. Oh my goodness, that's quite a bit. Yeah, that's a good rise if we get up that far. I don't know if we'll get up that far, but I mean, that's true. That's what 200% is, so we'll see what happens. But this parabolic rise just started, so I can imagine that it will continue up for several more days, just like these did, until it reaches a peak and starts flattening out. Now, I don't know if we'll get a plummet after that, like this one did on the very first one. You know, people were able to buy back in at a lower rate until this second parabolic rise. But on the second one, it didn't go down very much. It just went down slightly before it started raising up again into this third one. So we'll see what happens on this one. But this is where I got in, basically right here. All right, so now I want to take you to Uniswap. And on here, this is where I check to see how much Hex can be sold for and get Ethereum back. So what I do is I come here and I'll leave the link in the description below so you can check it out. It's swaphex.com is what it is. It takes you right here. So when I come here, I click in this middle area where it has an arrow. Initially, it will start off with Ethereum on the top. So I click it because I want Hex on the top. And I put in 1 million Hex in the very top, and it shows me how much I will get in Ethereum. So it's basically 4.35 Ethereum is what I'll get for 1 million Hex. So here just a few days ago, literally like 4, 5, 6 days ago, this was at 3.5 Ethereum for 1 million Hex. And like a week before that, it was like 3 Ethereum. And just a few weeks before that, it was like 2.5 Ethereum. And like a few weeks before that, it was 1 point something Ethereum. I've seen this climb over the weeks and over the past few months. It was literally less than 1 Ethereum in the very beginning. And it's just been steadily climbing every day. And I was kind of waiting for a pullback, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get my pullback, so I just went for the gusto today. It was 3.5 just like 1 to 2 days ago, and now it's 4.35. So we'll see where it's at tomorrow. Could be at 4.5, could be at 4.75, could be at 5. I don't know. It could go lower. It could go back down to 4. It could go back down to 3.5. I don't know. But from what I see in this, beginning parabolic rise, this should continue up for a little ways, which should bring this up quite a bit. So you might want to consider exchanging some of your Ethereum for Hex, and you actually might want to consider getting some Ethereum right now if you don't have any, because the price is still low enough on Ethereum. It's in the $170 range right now. Might be a good time to get it while it's this low before it gets back up into the $200+ range again. So there you have it. That's what I did. I put in 52 Ethereum today. Got me 11 million Hex. I hope you get yourself some Hex. I'll link a video in the description below of how to get Hex, how to buy it, how to stake it, and all that good stuff. But before I leave, let me just leave you with the actual percentage that it has gone up from the bottom. I'll take this measurement tool, go from the bottom all the way to the very top of where it's at right now. And that's a 921% increase since January, since just a few months. It's got up 900%. Imagine putting $10,000 in right down here. I'm just going to get the calculator. My goodness, $10,000 put in at the very beginning of this year in January. Let's times that by 900%. Oh my goodness, that's $90,000. 10 grand would have turned into 90 grand in just a few months. Why didn't I have the balls to put in 10 grand back then? Why am I waiting until now? But you know what? Hex is just starting. It's got so much more room to grow. So much further up in this chart. I mean, this is a 3-month-old chart. Go back in Bitcoin and look at its first 3 months. Look at its first year and see all the parabolic rises it had in the very beginning like this. It had some major jumps too, but those parabolic advances from one to the next, they get pretty significant. So it's a risk, definitely is, but it's got some big rewards here. We'll see what happens. All right, I'll update you guys in a little while, a few weeks, maybe a month. But check out the links in the description below. You'll see my video on how to buy Hex. You will see the link on the adoption amplifier, and you will see the link to this Uniswap page and the link to this chart. All right, so you take care. Go get yourself some Hex. Over and out. You have a good one. Until next time.